Again, here is the card that we're going to make, the happy birthday card. You can see the nice shine that this foil provides. And I'm going to show you what we're going to be using today exactly before we get started, so you'll see the products that we are working with today. So I'm just going to set this aside. So we are working with foilables. The happy birthday sentiment comes from the 32 banner toner sentiments pack. This pack provides 4 each of 8 sentiments, and they all are talking about birthday, and they're just in different fonts, and some of them have a little bit different sayings. The other thing that we're going to be using is the pre-designed toner sheets. This is the pattern that I chose today. I'm not really quite sure what this pattern's called. I really like it. It produces a great effect. So the foil that I'm using today is Creative Vision Foilables foil. It's Holly Jolly is the green and Razzle Dazzle is this hot pink. And Creative Vision foil is a graphic grade foil. Some of the competitors out there is a craft grade, so it's a little bit thinner. The thicker foil, like Creative Vision uses, is a little bit easier to work with and actually just provides a little bit better of a result. Okay, so I've already pre-cut everything. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with this fancy tool here, which is a piece of white copy paper, and we use this as what we call our carrier transfer sheet to send the toner paper through with the foil. Okay, so here is our background. So we're going to open up our transfer sheet. We're going to lay our background in there. We're going to use our foilables duster, and we're going to do just one pass. And again, I've already pre-cut the foil, so here's our Holly Jolly. We're just going to lay that right over top. And the importance of using the foil duster is to get rid of any dirt or dust or debris, even that we might not be able to see, because the foil will pick that up, and then you will have a black spot on your pattern or your sentiment. So we're going to head and close that carrier sheet. As owner Laura says, we're going to smooth it out, make sure there's no lumps, bumps, or humps. So we don't like any of those. I know I certainly don't have those, although my Dairy Queen representative might tend to disagree with me. So what we're going to do is I'm using the Mink, and as you can see, I'm just going to put it right up to the edge there and let the Mink take it. And that's going to process through. Now, the Mink machine comes with 5 different settings. I'm using a 2 right now. I do live in Florida, so if it happens to be very humid, I can crank it up to about a 4 or 5, and that will remove the moisture from the paper. So that is why sometimes it is important to have those higher settings. So it takes it just a couple seconds to run it through, and then what we're going to do is we're going to just lay that piece aside and let it cool down for a minute. And while it's cooling down, we're going to go ahead and do our prep our sentiment. So again, here's our sentiment. They come in these little strips, and we're just going to take again our foilables duster, do one pass. I already pre-cut the Razzle Dazzle foil, lay that over the happy birthday, close the carrier sheet, and again, no lumps, bumps, or humps. And we're going to go ahead and stick that right in there, okay? And let that process through. So we're going to take our cardstock, which is just, I just picked out a pretty hot pink cardstock. We're going to just fold that over. Okay, get that ready. Now, the foil for our background only has to cool a second or two. When you do your reveal, I generally like to roll it either toward me or away from me. You don't want to just yank it off, okay? So we're going to go ahead and remove that. Look at how pretty that is. So beautiful. I love that. Okay, so, and while we were doing that, our little sentiment came out, so we'll set that to the side and let it cool. So then I'm just going to take my adhesive, and I am just going to apply it to the back. And just going to lay that right down on my card. Okay, just like that, just smooth that down. Now let's go ahead and do our birthday reveal. Slides right off. Look at how pretty that is. A little cut here, some really sharp scissors, and a little cut on this side. Gives me that banner effect. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and peel these off. peel the backing off, okay? And so, just going to stick that down, just kind of center that, stick that down, okay? And then what I want to do is I want to make my pink piece a banner, so I'm going to also go ahead and cut that. Okay, and then I'm going to take my adhesive and I'm just going to go along the back here. Probably one would have sufficed, I just did two, just to make sure that it stays down. And you can put this, I always like to do it so you guys can see it, you can put this on the top or the bottom or the middle. I chose to do it kind of in about the middle and over just a skosh. Just kind of pat that down. And there you go. You have this beautiful birthday card, and it didn't take any time at all. Thanks for joining me